And welcome into the Orange and Blue Report presented by the UVA Health System. It was a fantastic weekend of basketball on both the men's and women's side of things. We're going to relive what was a terrific afternoon at John Paul Jones Arena on Saturday. Virginia trying to take down the 12th ranked North Carolina Tar Heels, and did they ever. 14,000 plus pouring into John Paul Jones Arena to carry the Cavaliers to what they hoped would be a 12th consecutive win on the home floor. Dickie V, he was loving it. There was plenty of madness, and it started with defense. Where else? Virginia getting a block right there from Isaiah Wilkins. He becomes the 5th all-time leading shot blocker at UVA with that block. It was only one of many great defensive plays. Kyle Guy, known for his offense, he comes up with a good stop on the All-American Joel Berry right there. But here's Guy handing it off. This is unselfish basketball to a T. Hall, the dish to Diakite, the thumper, but he wasn't through yet. Going to give those rims a little bit of a workout today. Cavaliers had 8 dunks over the course of this game, and Mamadi Diakite with 2 of them right there. But as I mentioned, those rims got a workout. It was Nigel Johnson. Takes it out on the rim yet one more time with a steal. Virginia would force 19 turnovers over the course of this game. Carolina trying to answer, but not quite. Another giveaway. Here's Devin Hall with a sledgehammer. Virginia spreading it out. Roy Williams bumming. He has not liked his recent output here at the University of Virginia, where his team has lost 5 straight. Devin Hall trying to get the second half rolling with a bang again. This three-pointer gets the Cavaliers out in front. This was maybe the play of the game. DeAndre Hunter, the redshirt freshman, he's beginning to believe. So are his teammates over on the bench celebrating this sledgehammer over Joel Berry. He said he wanted to see Berry go up. He got his wish, and he makes him pay. Virginia pouring it on in the second half at times. However, North Carolina, replete with talent as they are, Joel Berry, he's not an All-American by accident. He would keep his team in this game. Another three-pointer here. That pulls North Carolina back to within 5. Virginia trying to extend the second half lead. Kyle Guy didn't hit as much as he normally does, but this was a big one. It would prove to be all the points Virginia needed in this game, but they weren't through. One more big dunk. Did I say there were 8 of them in this game? None for Carolina. Isaiah Wilkins puts the capper on. Roy Williams has to go back to the drawing board. His team, mentioned it before, has lost 5 consecutive games at John Paul Jones Arena. Tony Bennett talked to the media on Monday about the fast start to ACC play and the upcoming foe coming in Tuesday night. That would be the Syracuse Orange.
In this league, I heard on the ACC teleconference, I think who was before me, I can't remember. Jim Christian was before me talking about, playing as well as you can at home, and then how challenging road games are. It's kind of bearing itself out and how it's going to this point, but being as ready as you can. There's a lot of games in a short amount of time, so the prep is important. And, we're home now, but that'll turn around and we'll be on the road. But the crowd without the students has been really good. I mean, I think of our 2 ACC home games, and that's Boston College without school in session, and it's been terrific. So as long as this place is rocking and our guys are working hard, it's always great to be at home. Certain teams you see, what their identity is or what they hang their hat on, and a lot of people will talk about things. Syracuse wants to guard and defend, and they do it with their zone defense. We try to do it with our man-to-man defense, but it matters to them, and they win so many games and bother people with that. They're committed to it. They recruit to it. They play to it. It's what they do, and it's simple in that it's a zone, but there's complexities to it as far as the adjustments that happen throughout the game. And so they've mastered it, and of course they're working on it. So yeah, we know that, we understand that. So those are 2 teams that are trying to battle for getting stops and of course being efficient offensively. That's part of it, and we acknowledge that about them. And like I said, you gotta do a lot of things well to be successful against their zone.
Tony Bennett's team with the 6-game win streak has now climbed all the way up to number 3 in the latest AP poll. That's its highest ranking going all the way back to 2016. They will put that ranking to the test tomorrow night. It's the Syracuse Orange in town for an 8 o'clock game. We'll see you on the airwaves talking on the radio starting at 7:30 on the Virginia Sports Radio Network.